Okay, we're live. Hey, what's going on, Appliance Boot Camp? This is Mike Sneed coming to you. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Matter of fact, I'm going to take this banner off. If you don't know, we're having a national convention by now. I don't know what else I can tell you. Um, I'll just keep the office hours going. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching us. We have our national convention coming up. We're 2 weeks out. You can buy tickets still. We have tickets at the actual door. National convention is going to be June 15th, 16th, and 17th. June 15th is going to be the actual. Let me get the matter of fact. Let me look and see. Yep, June 15th, 16th, and 17th. June 15th is going to be the actual meet and greet. That'll be that Thursday night. We get started about 5 o'clock. We'll have an actual concert. We'll be doing our monthly Rockin' on Rayford series. So we'll have a live band. Keyron and friends will be here performing. My actual younger cousin, so he'll be here with his R&B band. So you come on out. We have food trucks and stuff. That'll be Thursday night. That Friday from like 9 to 4, we're gonna have the national convention. During that time, we're gonna be having people speaking to us. We have the town officials speaking. We have the actual one of my friends to tell us how you can actually hire subcontractors with contractor's license to actually get the license in your company. I guess it's confirmation that my other business, a guy I used to do a lot of business with. He owned an actual rental company, and then he actually transformed that rental company into an actual a warranty company. And he did say that he can speak to us, and he was telling me that if you all wanted to actually do a third party warranty company, he has information, and he actually was an actual he was like an actual salesperson like over a whole region for like 210 home warranty back in the days, and he sold a lot of that. He knew the ins and outs of how that stuff worked, so he'll be talking to us on Friday, and then we'll have another one of my good friends and mentor. He'll be talking to us about taking out what we need to be looking at in the future with our money, as far as investing and stuff, and planning for the time when we get ready to retire. We'll take a break for lunch. After lunch, we'll come back and we'll listen to what everybody had to say. And if you all want to go and put something together, so we can do some vertical integration here, where we actually within the skill sets and the actual industry we're in, where we actually can actually build something to actually secure ourselves a little more in this. We'll be having those discussions to get some action plans going forward. So it's not going to be no motivational stuff. We're too far gone past motivational stuff at this point. Within our business journey and stuff, we're a lot more mature business people, and to be caring about motivational stuff. We actually need action plans on where we're going to go, um, and get out there and get moving. Um, Also, this past weekend, and then on Saturday evening from 3 to 6, we'll be having our actual gala. And with that gala, I'm just asking, just wear your polo shirt with your company name, kind of like what I have on right now. Just wear one with your company name and stuff on. We want to represent our brands and our logos and our businesses. And we're gonna come out and we'll be at the serving spoon. And like I said, the ticket to get you into the actual convention will be the same ticket you use to come to the actual serving spoon. We're gonna go there to Miss Joyce's place. Miss Joyce has the actual serving spoon. There's an actual little meeting hall convention for doing stuff like we're doing. Also, she has an ice cream parlor serving up scoops. We provide ice cream for our ice cream parlor, so you can go out there and patronize that too. We just want to we want to not just come to sell them and not leave no money here. We don't want to extract everything from some of the resources and don't leave anything here for the people here. So once again, thank you to Spook and Jeff for opening up the Rudy Theater for us so we can go down there. Also, thank you for Miss Joyce for opening up her establishment so we can come down there. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good. Looking forward to it. Also, this past Friday, I spoke at JT Wealth Conference. If anybody was out there, I saw several of the alumni there. I was glad to see you all. I actually got to first time I had met Andre Hatchett. Mr. Andre Hatchett was there. I told him I was starstruck. I met Mr. Andre Hatchett. Good guy. I enjoyed talking to him and enjoyed speaking out there. We actually took the ice cream out there. It was crazy. We took the ice cream cart out there, served ice cream to everyone. And with the ice cream cart, even with we were serving throughout the whole day when I got there. During the breaks and stuff, people come get ice cream. Uh, Matter of fact, before I actually had to run in real quick to go speak because I had people asking me about the ice cream cart and about the ice cream business, and then what's his name? I can't pronounce his name, but the guy who be on I said Joel on uh, JT's actual channel doing a lot with the real estate. I can't pronounce his name. I'm terrible with pronunciation. He actually was introducing me, and I had to kind of run out there because I was still talking to people about the ice cream business, and it was good. And matter of fact, unfortunately I wasn't able to really hear Andre speak because the same thing people asking me about the ice cream cart and stuff, and other people asking me about it. I didn't even get a chance to hear Andre speak, and I was kind of disappointed about that. But that's okay. Even when we had to leave because the building actually closed at a certain time, and so JT came and said, "Hey, we got to get out. Y'all can't get the ice cream here." And I was like, "Okay." So he helped us load up. We pulling them out. We get to the van. It was funny. People were still at the van when we trying to load up. People were still coming trying to get ice cream, and we were serving everybody. So it turned out to be very good. I enjoyed it. As you can see right now, I was back in the van again today. Mike Reed, Mike Reed introduced me to the major leagues, and sometimes I get called in to designate a hitch or to be a savior on the pitcher mound. I come in for the save. But I go out from time to time on these commercial appliances. When people call, my nephews don't do commercial appliances. People call, ask, can we repair commercial appliances? I tell them yes. I go out there, take a look at it. Today I had a chance. First time I ever worked on one of those. I'm calling conveyor dishwashers, the same one Mike Reed talks about. It was a Hobart. I go out there, never worked on it. And I done it the same way I tell you all. The guy at the time didn't know where the actual model and serial number was, so I couldn't get it ahead of time. He told me it was a Hobart. I said, okay, I'll see when I get there. I get there, I look at it, and it turned out to be a simple problem. What it is, it has two actual it has an actual main wash that sure have to be at the water have to be at a certain temperature. Then it has a rinse where the water has to be at a certain temperature. And this one is an older one. It has the manual thermistors on there. I saying thermistor could be thermocouplers. I gotta look and see. But what happened? It actually is a manual dial that actually tells the actual temperature of the water to make sure that you're there, and the health department need to see it, I guess, to make sure that that's where the water is at that temperature. And so I'll watch them call. I'll go there and look, and all it is like over the years, the actual uh, uh, the detergent and metal has eaten away on the actual coating or the actual thermocoupler or the thermistor going there, and it actually corroded and actually ate through the actual insulation and had shorted out. You had metal, you had that metal up against it, and it was halfway broken, and so it's giving it a bad temperature reading. So So with that, I'm just ordering them a new one and put it in. But with that, matter of fact, I need to look at the schematic and see exactly what that thing is called. I'm calling it a thermocoupler, thermal thermistor. I have to look and see exactly what it is. Look at the schematics. But let me see if I can look at schematics real quick to tell you exactly what it is. Let me see if I can tell you exactly what it is. Let me find it. And see, this right here is why you need what I was just talking about. Why you need to have a solid foundation with uh, with uh, with appliance repair. Because what happened, I have people reaching out to me, teach me how to work on commercial appliances. Well, you learn how to work on commercial appliances by learning how to work on residential appliances. You know, if you can't work on commercial, you can't work on residential appliances. Lord knows you can't work on there you go. Let me see what they call them. If you can't work on residential appliances, Lord knows you can't work on commercial appliances because they all the same. You just have to learn how to read the schematics. So reading schematics tell you everything you need. Let's see if I can find it real quick. All it does just displays the temperature. It actually worked, but they needed it to display the temperature on there. Let's see. I'm gonna have to find it. See exactly what it says. Like it might be just a thermostat. I have to look and see. Trying to find this on my actual phone. I need to put it up. Okay. Yeah, like it might be just a thermostat. And I can barely see it on here. Well, I have to look and see. I can't see it on there. I got to put it on the screen. But what it is just a displays. Now it goes over to an actual valve. So I don't. I got to go back and look at the schematics and see if that actually controls and open up the valve. If it's not the right temperature, it won't let that the actual valve open up to let the hot air, hot steam or hot water goes in there. But it's a pretty simple machine. It comes in and it's just a conveyor belt. It has a main wash and it sprays all this hot water on top of it, and then it has the actual chemicals that it'll release in there, and then it goes. It's just a couple of seconds that it comes through. Then it goes to the next one. It has the rinse that sprays on there. Then it comes right out. So I looked at it. So it's pretty simple. All the controls are right there at the top where you can get to them. The inside, you can actually let them up, and I can actually see that it's not really a spray on, but just almost like a little small car wash that you go to, a mobile car wash. So it actually pretty cool. I looked at it. I said, man, this is not going to be hard at all. And I was able to see it and see what was actually broken on it. Matter of fact, when I actually grabbed it and picked it up, it actually kind of it snapped. I said, okay, we good. That's what the problem is. So we're gonna fix that for them, and they were happy. It's an actual hotel. I don't want to say name of the hotel because they told me they were like, man, we can't find nobody to work on our stuff. Uh, uh, Give me your information. You gonna work on all that stuff. I don't know if you ever been in a hotel. This was the first time I've been in a hotel like this, where going in to fix their appliances and stuff. But the hotels, they got a huge. I mean, it's a huge outfit there with restaurants and laundry. They got everything you need, almost like everything you need right there in the hotel. And so there's a lot of appliances there that got to be fixed. You got the commercial washers, commercial dry. You got all that stuff. Commercial dishwashers, all that stuff in there. So as you get those, and they have a couple of them around there. So they asking me would I fix their stuff, and I was like, yeah. And I told them what I need to do. I need to just go around to actually look at their appliances just to see what they got. And from there, I told them I do like preventive maintenance on them. But I'm just going to get the model and serial number so I get the service manuals and kind of play with them and see how they operate, so I have some type of understanding on them. The cooking stuff is pretty simple. Like I said, the first time I ever done one of those conveyor dishwashers. And like I say, it's simple. If you can read schematics and you pretty much mechanical inclined, you can figure this stuff out. I don't know how much training I can train you on. Once you know how to read schematics, you know how to fix this stuff. You know how to fix this stuff. Some operations might be a little different and stuff, but uh, if you like I said, once you mechanically inclined and reading schematics, once you can read schematics, you in there. I actually had to fix my truck. I don't know if I told you all. I did tell you all. I kept having a problem with the fuel pump and all that, and I just got tired of it. I was like, man, I was tired of taking it back and letting somebody actually trying to work on it. Cost me a couple of $100. I get it, and it's still not any better. Till I said the other weekend, man, screw this. I'm gonna fix it. I said I'm gonna fix it. And I've done the same thing with the electric fuel injection. I put a fuel injection on top of it instead of a carburetor. We got fuel injection. I went and got the service injector, and I read it and I looked at schematic, and I said I'm gonna start off from the very beginning, and I'm gonna fix this thing, install it according to the service manual and schematic. And I grabbed schematics and I started looking at it, and I found out it had two problems. One of them was this wire, say ACN, supposed to go to the negative side of the battery. Somebody had cut it because what they if you read one of the instructions, it'll tell you if you're not running an MSD box, you don't need it. But you have to go get the updated bus where they'll tell you even if you don't have an MSD and you running it off of like a rotor and stuff, you need to take that ACN and take it back to the negative post of the battery. So I've done that, and also you have to have a good clean signal coming from the battery onto this red wire, and that red wire, even though they say it just got to be 12 volt, it got to be a good solid 12 volt, and it can't be wrapped up with anything else because it's actual signal wire. And so with a signal wire, just for me knowing digital, if I was to run it through, because what they had to go into the actual fuse box. If you got to run it to the fuse box, you're gonna actually, if I what you call to turn some lights on or something like that, you might get a small voltage drop from the wires and just the other demands and stuff coming there. And it don't take much to actually make that signal drop to the point where it cuts off the actual computer. So you need a steady signal saying, hey, we're good. And so with that, I ran it straight to the battery where it has the highest, got a strong signal coming off of it. And man, I took it out and it works now. It works great to the fact now that I'm in the process of getting a guy to actually send me a tune. So now it works fine. I used to say I just want to be able to jump in my truck and just drive it with no problems and don't have any and don't worry about where I'm going if it's going to cut off or blow the fuse on the fuel pump. I said that's all I want. So now I'm past that, and now I'm at the point where I said, man, I'm gonna get a ticket on this thing because because of the response and how well it's running. Then now I actually want to get a tune. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually, it's a guy. I'm going to actually, the next couple of weeks, I'm driving and getting a log file. Because now I realize I know how to program this fuel injector. I know how to actually, I know how to install it. I know how to repair that thing. Now, no problem. No, And so now I'm in the process of getting the log file of me driving it and going through a bunch of different conditions and stuff. And I'll take the log file and I'll send it to him. He'll look at the log file and he'll be able to actually then write me a tune for my actual truck for $250. And he'll send me the tune and I'll actually upload it back into my back into the actual fuel injector for the actual setup of the truck. And then I would be good. I probably could then. Uh, I'm afraid right now because I have such big tires on there and four-wheel drive tires. But it's what you call it. There's no weight in the back of that truck, and you got a little old 400 horsepower. I can actually spin the tires. I'll be wondering sometime at about 30, 40. I want to crack into it and see if it'll actually spin the tire. But I'm afraid then that I might twist the drive shaft or I might break an axle or something. But it's very very tempting to want to do want to step into it. But that just comes from having a great solid foundation of appliance repair and having and being able to work technical from fixing appliances. Gave me the confidence and gave me the skill set to do it. Now, the other great thing about appliance repair that I love for you guys, it gives you an actual uh, foundation on business, on how actual business run. Not only are you learning how to repair appliances, you learning how to run an actual business, how to build a business up. It was good because this weekend, I what you call, I was down there with JT, and I had the ice cream cart. And I could tell the people who actually ran businesses, and a lot of them was the alumni from ABC. I pulled an ice cream cart out, and the alumni they looked at it, and they were taking pictures, looking at it. Oh man, this is easy. Well, nobody asking me how you do it and how they didn't. They just took some pictures and stuff. Oh yeah, I know exactly how to do this. I'm doing this when we get home. No, they knew the business part of it. They oh man, they looked at it and they just knew how it worked and they saw how easy and how simple it was. Oh man, we're gonna do this. Now with the ice cream cart, like I said, I'm dropping that thing off at $250 a pop, and people are it's staying out. It's not just people. Everybody's renting it. Churches are renting it. The schools are renting it. The government officials are renting it. I mean, the towns and all that. Everybody's renting it because it's easy for them. For you to, oh, I get to pick four flavors. You're gonna drop it off. We can get anybody to scoop it, and then you come back and grab it for 250. That's a whole lot cheaper than paying eight, nine, $1,200 for somebody else to come. And it's easy for me to bring it there and drop it off. And so I was showing them that, and I could tell the business owners, they weren't asking me no questions or none of this. Do you think I'm gonna be making any money? All this and that. They just need to see it and say, oh wow, yeah, I see what you talk. Yeah, I can easily fix it. You ain't got, and a lot of them was telling me the exact price. I know what you got in here, man. You ain't got $300 in this. I know exactly what you got. It won't take me $300 to make what you have. And so they actually they were telling me price for price of what was in there, how long it takes me to build it. And I was like, yeah. And what happens? I come out and I tell you all of these things, and like I say, I think CNBC kind of watches us. But lo and behold, last week I started putting last week I think it was I started telling you all about the ice cream cart and what I've been telling you all about the ice cream cart. And I'm going to share this video, and this is what we see last week. Where now maybe what they say maybe now you all believe me. Um, they always say when the now that the I'm gonna let the white man tell you. So now you will believe me when I when I tell you you can make some money. So I'm gonna let you show this video. They've done it with the ice cream about several weeks ago when I was telling you all about the ice cream. Now they're doing it with the ice cream cart. I'm gonna let y'all see this. Here we go.
I am not one to sit behind a computer and type away all day. I love using my hands. I love connecting with people. The instant gratification in the service industry, when a plate goes out, you can see someone's reaction right away. And I love that it's go, go, go. I love the fast pace. I am 23. I have 2 ice cream shops in a cantina. I could not be more blessed and more grateful for the opportunities I have been given or for the love that I've seen from the sea. My name is Nico Vergara. I'm 23 years old, and I'm the owner of Nico's Ice Cream and Nico's Cantina.
Yeah, this guy right here making $650,000. Uh, uh, 23 years old out of ice cream, here I am arguing with my kids and my sister-in-law every week about getting into ice cream. Here we go.
My first job was a dishwashing job here at a restaurant in Portland. I was 16 years old, wanted to make my own money and didn't want to rely on mom's allowance. And that's when I fell in love with the service industry. I walked the stage with my graduating class. By 11 p.m. that same night, a few hours later, I was on a plane to South America. I started in Chile and Santiago, where I have family, cousins. I spent time in Bariloche, which is a little city on the border of Chile and Argentina. I went to Peru. I did Machu Picchu and Cusco. And then I spent a lot of time in Colombia, in Bogota, and then more specifically the coast in Colombia. I like to tell people that my traveling experiences, I see it as my education. I learned to be more grateful for, what's in front of us, especially here in the US. There was a little cart, just said ice cream, and then saw this really, really cool machine where, vanilla was getting thrown in, fruit was getting thrown in, some toppings were getting thrown in. And I asked the guy, I was like, what did you just do? And he looked at me weird, what do you mean, what did I just do? And I was like, that's not ice cream. And he ended up showing me the machine, how it worked. Ice cream, I've never been a huge fan of. When I ate New Zealand style, it's just light, airy, fruity. It's almost like a soft serve texture, but made with real fruit and feels a little bit lighter than that. I think the aspect of the real fruit itself really intrigued me and continues to intrigue me. The fact that you can source any kind of fruit you want from wherever you want and you can make an ice cream out of it really, really intrigued me.
I'm gonna say this right here. Yeah, what he's doing, he's just taking somebody else's vanilla-based ice cream, and he's just throwing the fruit in there and immersing it in there, and grinding it up. We do the same thing with our fruit ice cream, but we make ours. We put ours in while we're making the ice cream, doing the making process, and it is a totally different taste when you have a real blueberry or blackberry ice cream with real blackberries in it. It's totally different than you just getting a blackberry ice cream with some blackberry syrup. Strawberry ice cream with real strawberries in it. It's a totally different taste than when you have one that just got artificial flavoring versus one who has real strawberries in it. It's totally different. So I want to let it keep going.
I came up with the idea to start a real fruit ice cream company here in Portland long before I actually started it. I just didn't have the funds. I didn't have any experience of owning a business and managing anyone. I didn't know anything about leases or negotiating that. I didn't know anything about payroll. And so it was one of those far-fetched dreams for a long time. My mom taught me a lot about money, and one of the things that she taught.
Remember, I keep telling you all to start like a brick and mortar ice cream parlor. It's gonna take you somewhere about 20,000. He done it with 35. So same stuff I've been telling you all. I'm gonna go and read the article to you all to go a little bit more in depth into the article. Here we go.
Taught me about was investing. When I was 14, 15 years old, she had me start investing into stocks and having do my own research. And I ended up making some relatively good money from stocks. When starting Nico's Ice Cream, I used all my life savings. A lot were from stocks, and I wiped that bank account clear to start Nico's Ice Cream. Altogether, in the time, I had probably 25,000 to my name. When asking for the loan, he made me write a business plan. He made me write a plan. So I had to pay interest back to him on the loan. It's completely paid back. All the materials to source Nico's ice cream came from all different parts. The machine I had to import from New Zealand. The cart I got custom built down in Salem, Oregon, which is...
Okay, you see his cart and he paid $10,000 for his cart. I tell you all, a great way to start is pop up like what he's doing with the carts. The carts that we have, that I use, I got them built for less than I built them for less than $300. And I think mine is just as I know it works just as well as his. I know that for a fact. It worked just as well. I think we have just as much character as ours because we take that little thing everywhere and people just love it. So I think we have just as much character as he does. And we'll let it keep going.
It's about an hour south of Portland. And then a lot of their materials, Amazon, Restaurant Depot, stuff like that. And the money that I actually spent was probably $28,000. And so then there was that extra $5,000 to $7,000 of wiggle room for rent, inventory, stuff like that. My 3-year business plan, summarized version was year 1, open the cart. Year 2's plan was to buy another custom cart, another machine, and have 2 carts within the Portland market. And then year 3 to open a brick and mortar somewhere in Portland.
And remember, that's what I tell you all. If you don't have the money, start with an ice cream cart. Like I said, those ice cream carts, I can build them for $300. You put them out there, and you're not gonna be able to make ice cream. You have to do like him. Just start. You might find somebody who make homemade ice cream, or you just buying it from a distributor like Cisco or someplace like that. But other than that, you start that way, make your money, and then you work your way up to a brick and mortar. A lot of times we don't want to do that. We want everything right now. We want to go do what they say. I want to go get some funding. Give me some funding. Because like I was telling them at JT thing, I think people want this funding, but y'all don't think y'all don't have no idea or no notion y'all gonna pay it back. Y'all think it's free money. Rather than bootstrap and build it up on your own, you want somebody else to invest in your dreams and stuff. So if you walk away from it, it ain't gonna hurt you. You think it ain't gonna hurt you. But yeah, you can easily start easy with something like this, and then build your way up, and you actually learn it better. You learn the actual trade better and stuff, and you just like appliance repair. You ain't gonna start off trying to go buy no franchise for $100,000. You could actually start your appliance repair business as little as a $50 a month investment to learn the trade, and then from there you learn I teach you the business also. Then you grow your business up to actually compete with the big franchises.
I was able to do that because I had no clue what I was doing. I was really, really optimistic, and it was probably the cheapest rent you'll be able to find in Portland. The landlord was a really, really cool guy that believed in the brand, believed in the concept. I got 3 months of free rent. I told myself, you know, if I can bootstrap everything and redo this whole place, myself and 2 buddies, and do it within 30 days, then we'll have 60 days of us being open to make money without paying rent.
And that's the same thing I did, but I wasn't gonna pay nobody no rent. I said, if I can find me a building I can pay cash for, I'm gonna go out there and build it myself. And then once I get it built, I'm totally free. I don't owe anybody anything, and I don't have to worry about no rent. That's exactly what I've done. But he done it to get it up and running within 30 days, then have a couple of free months of rent where he can actually stack some money. But I got it up and running and built everything. And don't have no rent or anything. Everything in that store is totally paid off.
That was a big part of how I was able to start the shop on Fremont.
There we go.
I think the really special thing about this location is the size of it. It's just super, super big. I mean, I think we could probably fit 20-ish people in here. Our first location, we could fit 4. And then here's where the magic happens. This is our machine. We throw our vanilla base in here. We throw our fruit in here, press this button. This goes up, the auger mixes it together and it comes out. We have a thing called Tropical Thursday. So instead of our normal 4 flavors, we're swirling mango, pineapple, and banana. And then toppings, coconut flakes, rainbow sprinkles, graham cracker dust, and tahini.
Remember, damn, going boy. I wanted they watch me. Remember I told you I said the first year, we done about 60,000 the first year, but that was right in the middle of COVID. Didn't know quite what I was doing. And then I told you about the second or third year. The second year, it almost doubled that. And now we're doing quite well. And see, he's doing wholesale too, like we're doing.
Nico's Ice Cream funded the new projects and the new ventures in full. For Nico's Coffee, we again kind of did the bootstrap method, and I think it took us $15,000 or $20,000 to open that. And then the cantina cost about $85,000 to open it. This is the fun side. So all these tables and chairs, every Saturday night we do live music and we do kind of like a salsa or cumbia or bachata night. This wall right here, I absolutely love. There's people from all over the world, you know, putting their hometown on here, putting their name and signature.
Now, doesn't that look like the Appliance boot camp when you come in? Man.
Around here. This is the kitchen. For all of our salsas, we put like the peppers and tomatoes on the grill right here to give that charred flavor. This is the prep area, Ricardo, our head prep.
Look at that ice cream, killing it.
It was a hard decision to close Nico's Coffee. Going into these situations, there probably should have been more thought, but you know, there's passion and love for what I wanted to do. In my opinion, if you think about it too much, you're gonna scare yourself out of a situation. Right now, we do everything in-house. Label our containers in-house. We make our product in-house. In Oregon, we self-distribute at all of our locations. The goal is to open up our 3rd ice cream shop this fall. Here, we would love to open a location in a different market outside of Oregon. And so we have a couple of prospective cities and states that we're looking at. But the goal is to just continue to expand and opening more scoop shops, expanding our wholesale and distribution. If you would have told me 3 years ago I'd be doing this, I would tell you you're crazy. I think, you know, with a lot of hard work, a lot of help from others, the love from the city has made all this possible. To all the young entrepreneurs out there, or just the young BIPOC folks, just follow your dreams. You know, it can be discouraging. I get discouraged still. I'm a brown kid with tattoos and no college education, and I'm doing it. And, you know.
Notice that he said he a brown kid with no college education and tattoos. Sometimes I wonder if they're doing this. This is just me crazy thinking. If they do this, I wonder sometimes is it to open up the door and tell other they don't made a decision. This is the minority that we want. We don't want people who've been here, as we call ADOS, African Americans descended of slaves. So I think sometimes if I put something out there and tell you all about it, they counteract it. This is just me crazy. But I honestly sometimes believe that they counteract it and tell the other groups, hey, here go where you need to go. Look into doing this and block you all off. Honestly, sometimes I wonder that because when I hear stuff like that, because normally we were considered the brown. I would consider him more Caucasian than anything. But that's what they're kind of labeling. He's the minority. You don't have to go to school to get no college degree. I got tattoos. I'm brown. Hey, look at me. I'm making $600,000 a year and all that. So sometimes I wonder if that's why they pushed them. Because the last lady too, every time we done this, they'd have brought a different setup of minority that didn't look like us to put it out there. And I know they've been knowing about these places were money makers and stuff. Everybody's known it, but as soon as we start talking about it, then they put a new face on it.
You know, if I can do it, genuinely anybody can do it.
There you go. Cause there go the other one there. So what happens? They put a new face on it, and the face don't look like you. And like I say, here it is. This guy, here it is. He's showing you. He making $600,000 a year doing this little selling just scooping ice cream. And and and, and here it is. I'm telling you all. I can show you all how to. I haven't got the 600,000 a year because strictly because just my simple location. But we getting there. We getting there because the location just right now we had to build a whole city. No, all he had to do was just build an ice cream parlor. We building a whole city up around it. Infrastructure, not the infrastructure. I mean it. The infrastructure. We don't know. We have to redo the whole infrastructure to bring the city up to 2023. So we have to do the whole infrastructure and everything, bring the crowds in. But eventually we're gonna be there. I think in about 2 years we'll definitely be there, surpass that. The next location I go to is gonna actually start off. It's gonna be doing double over in Rocky Mount. I'm gonna do double than what I'm doing right here, strictly just because of the actual traffic and population of where I'm gonna be at. Just the that sheer factor is going to get me to be able to double what I'm doing out of here. But yeah, I'm trying to teach you all this for $50, $50 a month, $500. I'm telling you, hey, come on down here for $500. I'm telling you all, come on down here. Let me teach you how everything about ice cream parlor. Not only do I teach you the ice cream cart like he has, I teach you the ice cream cart. I teach you the actual ice cream trailer. I teach you how to make the ice cream. I teach you I teach you the brick and mortar. I teach you all of that. And I have people that still today that say, I look at you. I've been watching you for the last 3 years that you since you've been on YouTube. Have you got the course? No, I just don't know yet. I'm still trying to wait. Now here it is. I just showed you that, and I got people who have retired. Um, uh, I've showed people who have came in from the ice cream retired. So many people quit their jobs for appliance repair. I can't even go down that road. Just so many people with the appliance repair business. There's no need to even talk about that anymore. You know the appliance repair. You know, I see other people. Other people are supposed to be entrepreneurs telling you all how to go get the bags and all that. And I see, now those companies are telling them that you better come on back to work. You think you're going to sit at home, be on YouTube, and make videos? We want you to come back into the office, and people are now trying to get y'all actually saying it's okay. I got to go back into the office. The man done told me, "Hey, playtime over with. You need to come on back into this office. If you, I'm gonna cut your check off." You don't see me doing that when it's time for me to go get some money. I throw the whole I throw this shirt on and jump back in my van and I go get it. I go get it because this appliance repair, man. I tell you, this appliance repair is a beast. It's a beast, and not just commercial, but residential too. I could stay in the residential and do the same thing. I actually just like the commercial because of the challenge of it. I had never done it before. It's something new. It's challenging. I like it because I can walk in there and people leave me alone. When the commercial, hey, where's it at? Right there. Okay, thanks. You walk on out there. And they leave you alone. They don't care. It ain't theirs. They want to get it fixed, but most of the time, not go there. They call engineering. Like today, they call the engineering staff. You want fixing the dishwasher? Yeah, okay, no problem. I'm gonna take you where it's at, and anything you need, just let me know, and we good. So, okay, you go in there, you got it all to yourself. Ain't nobody over top of your shoulder or anything. You walk in, you got time to look at it and play around with it and stuff. Ain't got nobody nobody bothers me. Nobody's bothering me. So I love it. Matter of fact, I gotta I gotta go do oven at a restaurant tomorrow. I gotta go do that and make my money. And so that's what I do. I jump back in in the service van in my business. Uh, uh, Used to be my business, but I jump in the service van. I guess my nephew now telling me I need to get back in the van. But I jump in the service van, grab me some calls, go make me a couple of $1,000, and hey, I'm good. I'm good. And then at the same time, I'm doing the ice cream, figuring that out. Unfortunately, God knows I gotta wait till the 13th. That's another thing too. When you start dealing with some of the towns that's actually building themselves up, they don't have a bunch of engineers and stuff. Like in Raleigh, they might have eight, nine, 10 engineers at the actual downtown and stuff, and they can actually excuse me, they can actually review plans and stuff. Where I'm at right now, the one I'm doing in Rocky Mount, the man that has to review the plans, he on vacation until the 13th. So they said, sorry, nobody else can do it until he get there on the 13th. So I'm at a standstill until the 13th. But the same thing, I'm not complaining. It's mine. I don't have to make no rent payments and stuff. We moving along. It actually gave me a chance to jump in this van and make that money and stuff real quick, so I can what's it called, get another big buffer in there. So instead of me out there, because I can't really go do anything, because I don't want to go there and knock anything over and stuff until I get a pass inspection. So I gotta and the trenches are everywhere. So I'm not going there messing nothing up. So I just jumping in the van when I right now and doing some service calls. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple of these, and then I'm getting out of here. That's what I'm gonna do, because I hate today. I actually like I said, went out there, worked on that dishwasher, and then when I came back, I just been ripping and running. Now I said today was the day I was gonna actually drive around and with my truck. He got all these things that for me to get my actual tune. He got all these things and conditions he want me to do, so he can look at the log and see what's going on and see how the truck is responding, so he can write me a good tune. So I was hoping today I was gonna be able to go play around on the truck, but I'm gonna play around on the way to the house tonight. Okay. Paul Brown, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Hey, now Dr. Funk, that truck holding you hostage, Mike. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, like I tell anybody. They used to say, you had two addicts. You had the drug addict. There was hooked on the drugs. Then you had the drug dealer who was hooked on the money. It's the same thing with this appliance repair, man. This appliance repair, it's just too easy to get in there. It's just too easy in there to get in there and make some money. And it's all everything else aside, it is fun. It is fun to actually go someplace, find something that's broken, and you figure it out. You got to reverse engineer, figure it out, and get it fixed and get it running. And they're paying you great. They're paying you great money to do it. It's good. I can't say anything else about it. It's just that good. It's that good. Paul Brown, what's up, Mike and ABC? Hey, what's going on, Paul? Mr. Mechanical, what's good, Mike? Hey, how you doing? My app, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? 89 Dr. Funk, how do you get the service manual for the commercial on the manufacturer's website? Is the model number on the front of the appliance? No, let me see if I can upload this one. This one, the model number is right there to play. It had two things. Let me see if I can upload some pictures. Uh, uh, well, it's right there at the very top. Right, this picture is not gonna be good. It's just a plate. But right there at the very top, where the controls and stuff at on the right hand side, just like a regular washing machine, a regular appliance, it has the model number tag right there. Let me see if it has the manufacturing date. No, but from there they should be telling when it's manufactured. But it's a Hobart, and you can call the manufacturer. But I didn't. I just grabbed the schematics, so I could read it from there. But I haven't got the service manual on it because the guy he didn't know where the model number was. But like I say, the model number was right there on the side. But then they also had what I'm gonna call actual heater to get the temperature up. Right there on the side on the floor. What they call it? It was made by Hatco, but it's a little heater, a little water heater that they have right there on the side next to it. Like I said, I'm still trying to learn the terminology for everything. I'm just saying a little water heater. So what happened? It had an actual booster, a heat booster, a water booster, or something right there on the side near on the floor on it. So I was thinking maybe that was a problem at first. I looked and I saw that was going, and that actually send the hot water up there to the actual machine. So I said maybe this thing is not heating up. But then I looked. I saw that I said, okay, well, no, it is going right here very back, and I see this one right here is actually heating up, and so it gotta be what I want to think at the pressure. I say if this one is heating up and it's fine, see if it tells me what the temperature is. Okay, yeah. So let me show you. Let me show you this right here. So what happened on the side of it? They're both coming from the same little heater, and one of them saying is that the wash had to be at 160 degrees, and the rinse have to be at 180 degrees minimum. And I see the wash is where it needs to be at. So I said the heater is actually heating up. There ain't that much difference between 180 and 160, but this one right here is reading way off. And every time I would grab it and move it, it'll go crazy. The actual reading. Let me see if I can actually share this with you all, and I'll show you what it looks like. And then after I took it was like a little trough it went in. After I took that little trough out, I saw they had like detergent, and I could see where it was kind of rusted. And I looked, it was bare metal, and I grabbed it, and it snapped. Let's see. I'll see if I can show it to you. All right, I'm gonna see if I can share it with you. What time? Okay, I'm gonna hurry up because I ain't got much time here either. Uh, okay, let me see if I can bring it in. Okay, so here it goes, right here. This thing right here, that's the one that actually has the rinse. It goes back over it. This it comes out here at the top. This is the control panel. The model number is right here on this side right here. If you all can see it, let me see if I can make it. Okay, yeah, y'all can see it now. All right, so if you come right here on this side, that's where the model number is, and this is the one, the wrench that's actually reading bad. And you can see where I kind of pull the cables out, seeing where they go. This right here is reading the actual temperature of the actual water. So it's saying that the wash had to be 160 and the rinse had to be 180. You can see the temperature is right here is way down. But when I took this cover right here off, you go to the top. There's just two screws right here at the top. One right here at the top, and one there. You take those two screws off, that whole front thing come out, and you got the control board and all the relays and stuff up here. So with that, right at the very back of this, because I didn't know at first, I thought it might have been like the new electronic ones. I thought maybe it plugged in. So what I was going to do, I was just going to take the leads and plug in from here into there, and actually do a temperature, see if they swapped and it turned on. I say, okay, I know that this right here is bad. If it was electronic, but it actually is an actual thermostat. It's an old one. So what I done, I actually took the cover off, and I saw it was a regular thermostat going back there, and I started taking the screws off to see where it went. Because at first I thought it went down inside here. I ain't know it went to the back and plugs into the screw into the back of this right here. So when I go there and I take it off and I start grabbing it, I saw the thermostat going everywhere, and then it has like this like braided cloth on it. I saw the cloth come apart, and then when I picked it up, it snapped. It snapped right in there. Matter of fact, I don't know if that's going to affect this right here. I think it's just temperature. It's not nothing that releases a valve because there's another valve right here on this side to actually let the water come through. So I think this is just reading the temperature. It's not nothing that's controlling and opening this valve up. But they didn't call me afterwards saying that hey, now ain't nothing working because they were still using it. So evidently, me snapping it didn't do too much. This right here is the actual. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But this right here is just the chemicals that come in, and you can actually slide that up, and see the actual conveyor belt and stuff where everything went. Let me see if I can get. I can't get out. Yes, I can. Let me slide this up. Let me take this off. Here you go. Right here, that's that little booster. That's the little hot water booster. So water come in here, then comes up and go to the back. So that's how it actually heats up the hot water there. And they just put the dishes in right here, and they take them out over there. And if you got it, you can lift these up right here and see all the stuff on the inside. Um, you got enough room to get right here to the back. I have to just have my ladder and get over in there. Now I don't know what kind of chemicals and stuff they get put this stuff in, but this right here, you have little relays that release the chemicals and stuff on the reading schematics. Um, so now go back. I'm going to take my time and and go through it and find out everything about it. But it's pretty simple machine. All right. Um, Myron Webster. Facts, you are going to a misfire. Facts, or you're going to a misfire. Yep. Uh, Appliance professional. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Then networking. Okay. Myron Webster. As long as you're not hitting it from a dig, you should be good. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. As long as I'm not hitting it from a dig, I should be good. Okay. I might do that. I might do that because I was afraid that it was what's it called that the tires will heat up and it'll hook and it will actually break the drive shaft. I mean, twist the drive shaft or break the axle. But I'm gonna do it on a dirt road first to do it. Greg B, what's up, Mike and ABC? Hey, what's going on, Greg? They networking. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that, Mr. O. Say personally, he's focused on residential. It suits my business model better. Yeah, residential was great to me. But like I say, right now I'm just enjoying a little bit of the challenge that comes with the commercial stuff. It's a little different, and it kind of get me out there to try a little bit, just see if I could have done it. If I well now I know I could have done it because this was one of the things when I saw Mike Reed was showing us. When I saw that, it was kind of intimidating. Like, man, I go down to what's in there. You lift that up, it ain't nothing anything. You realize all the it sprays the water. I have to remember I didn't look at the bottom well enough, but it just had these water tubes that actually sprays the water right here at the top, almost like a car wash. The network. Hey, what's going on, Quentin Hodge? Stoker Reviews. I say, what's up, ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Interesting, Mike, that they don't come speak to you about your business. I think they do that on purpose. I think they do that on purpose because they have a narrative. I think they want to push out there, and they want to kind of run us off, and especially now where everybody's saying, oh, these black people coming online and they scamming folks talking about business and selling courses and scamming, and so now it just made nobody trust anybody. So if you weren't selling any courses, your courses were slow. Unfortunately, right now they're gonna put the nails in the coffin now with this course stuff because they're gonna think just they're putting us the face of everything that's bad with the actual course and online and business and stuff. Stoker reviews. You're right, Mike. That's what's happening. Okay. I wouldn't appliance flipper. I wouldn't doubt that, Mike. All right. 89 Dr. Funk. Mike, that's a street hustle. Take a personal idea, repackage it for the public to buy. Yep, yep, no doubt. KT Pretty Trill. They like to push that white propaganda. Yeah, I just think that they just keeping us at bay, and not letting us go. Because man, I'm telling you, you can change your whole. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen us come here and change the whole community. Appliances and ice cream have changed can change your whole community. Because what happened with this, you're not going out and pulling resources from a bunch of poor people. When we go do these appliance repairs, I go out here to this hotel. This is a multi million dollar hotel I'm going into. So I'm not going to my Aunt Betty house who ain't got $50, who want to make payment plans on $50. I'm going here to a place they got multi millions of dollars, and they need to get this dishwasher thing up and running. So when I go there and I tell them, oh, it's $700 for me to fix that thermostat, change that thermostat. Ain't no question. Okay, how long will it take? It take me about 2 days to get it. Okay, come on back and put it in. And so so that's what what they that's what they don't care. When I go to the restaurants and I tell them, oh, it's gonna be $500. Okay, when you gonna do it? Then I can take that money back to my community and rebuild it. I can build an ice cream parlors and stuff, and then from there, I can then if I'm over in Rocky Mount, I can then put a product out there, a great product out there at a price point that they can afford. So I'm not going to be able to do the $5 ice creams and stuff as much out there as I do here, because of just the demographics. But I'm going to be able to push that cream, my Joko Ice out there. And what we're doing now, we do $1 Tuesdays on Joko Ice for me to perfect it. So when I get out there, I'm good. So people come here, pay $1 for it, and go. And once I get everything perfected on it, when we open up out there, hey, I'm good. We got something that's hidden. For people buying it on Tuesday for $1. Myron Webster. That van to Mike is like the skyline from Too Fast, Too Furious. One call and he off to the money. Yeah. Donna George, what's the difference between your blueprint book versus own? It goes more in depth. In the book, it's just a written version. I can't really show you how to actually repair the appliances in the book. But if you get the online course, I actually can show you how to repair the appliances. BK from the Rockies. What's good, family and friends? Here through, no, a little late. No problem. Thanks. Reggie Cruel. What's up, Mike? ABC fam. Hey, how you doing? Myron Webster. It's the torque that break things. I took engine dyno and chassis dyno classes in college. Oh, okay. Okay. It's the torque. Okay, so once I get up and running and I smack into it, it should be good. Okay. Okay, and his name is Shawan Belstrom. Okay, Shawan. That's exactly what it is, Shawan. Okay. Yep, no doubt. Uh, KT Pretty Trill. Appreciate all the info and game when we spoke, especially about the car at the car. Oh, you was at the car. Okay. I don't know KT Pretty Trill, oh, okay. I know exactly who you are now. I know exactly who you are now. From the past conference this past weekend. I know exactly who you are from Charleston. Okay, appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed talking to you. I remember. I know exactly who you are now. When you say from Charleston, I know exactly who you are. But once again, it's 9 o'clock. I want to thank everybody for actually uh, uh, watching. Uh, like I say, Slick telling me sell it. Oh no, man, I love it now. I love it. I actually planned. I was planning on doing my actual shakedown run. I was gonna do it uh, uh, 2 weekends ago, but it rained. And then I said I was gonna do it this weekend. But we had so many graduation stuff going on and stuff I couldn't do it. And then I just said I was gonna do it this weekend coming up. This this actual Saturday coming up, I was gonna do a shakedown run. But they're having a senior citizen celebration back in my hometown. We got an event that Saturday morning from 9 to 2, and then they're doing a celebration from 2 to 5 in my hometown, and they asked me to bring ice cream out there. So they said, "You coming up here?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "How about bringing your ice cream cart for the celebration, my ice cream truck?" So I'm gonna take my truck up there and do ice cream for my hometown, and I love it to go back to my hometown. That's what it's about too, to go back and stuff like that. Slick said, "Put it up against my Mustang." Through the eighth of the mile, I'm pretty good. But like I say, 583 gears, it don't take long before you run out of what those gears will give you. But out the hole and stuff like that, the 583 gears ratio, no, it has a lot of pull, a lot of torque down in, and it'll get up out the hole and it'll slam you back. But it'll take long for you to run out. So what I plan to do this year, I had planned just to get everything tightened up and get everything dialed in and get the tune dialed in, everything working. Once I get my tune back from this guy and we get everything pretty much tuned, this winter I'm going to actually send it down to M series builds. It's an actual guy in North Carolina. That's all he does. He take M37s and he rebuild them. And I thought about taking them down there to him to start with, but he wanted about $40,000 to put a common CBT in, 4BT. I said C 4BT Cummins diesel in there, and with that, he was gonna what you call he if everything had been ready because he does it all the time. He knows all the ins and outs and stuff. And so I was gonna do that with him, but he what you call he did he he just wanted he's just out of my budget at that time to spend that much in that truck. So I went with the local guy, and he done a great job. But it was just certain things about the truck, unless you work in those trucks, you just don't know about them. For one, like I say, those trucks are made to go up underwater, drive up underwater. So the actual gas cap is not like a regular gas cap that you have on your car. It actually, when you turn the gas cap on, it's an actual setting up under the gas cap that you have to actually unlock. Because what happens, it actually create a vacuum because it doesn't want you to actually suck any water through the gas cap. So what happened? I was fighting that with the fuel injection for a while, where I'll be driving it, and if the fuel injection, you can hear the pump pulling, but it's just not pulling any gas because what happened? The cap has created a vacuum, and there's no gas going nowhere. So I'm looking, the the fuel pressure is not there, but I can hear the pump. So I thought I had a bad pump, but it was actual gas cap. So stuff like that he would know, and so I actually had to actually fix that gas cap. So I thought that was it. But then once every so often, if I drove it for about 30 miles, the fuel pump would just die out. Especially if I was getting on it pretty hard and I got ready to slam, and when in the process you slowing back down, and it's trying to get back, it's trying to get the throttle. Yeah, it is throttle position, the initial throttle position. It's trying to get back to an initial throttle position, and it would be up and down, and then it would just stall out. And with that, I have to sit and wait a few minutes for the fuel injector to actually recycle, and then I could start back up and I could drive it again for about 30 miles. So now I got that fixed. So now all I'm doing is just if I like I said, if I went to him the first time, he would have known all of that, and I could have just got me a vehicle ready to drive and ready to go. But I actually enjoyed working on it because now I know my vehicle. So I think that's something too when you go like for instance, if you ever look at the car shows with Rick Ross and when him and Envy were kind of talking and they were talking about each other car shows, and Rick was there talking to him, and he was asking Envy, what type of engine you got in that thing. And Envy didn't know, and Rick was like, "Wow, you don't know what engine is?" Then he found out he didn't know how to change the tire and he didn't know how to change the oil. He was like, "Damn, you know how to do any of that." Well, that's the same thing when I go to these car shows because I take it out to cars and coffee and stuff like that. When I go to the car shows, A lot of those guys, everybody work on their cars, and they come ask you, what you got here, this and that. So I can actually talk the language because I'm actually fixing it. And I know it, and now I know how to. I'm actually now learning how to tune that actual fuel injector. And believe it or not, it's pretty easy once you start working on it and figuring it out. Um, and he asked me to put it up against the Mustang. And last thing, I'll read this. You take the top. No, this one right here is actually the fuel injection. Actually, time doing all the timing and everything. That fuel injection do all of that. So I don't have. All I gotta do is put it in there, and the fuel injection it comes off the actual rotor, and it does everything. You have a plug. You have to drill a hole in your actual exhaust to put your O2 sensor, and then you go over to the you run the wire over to your actual fan, the actual cooling fan, and then it reads from your actual uh, thermostat also. I think it uses the actual from the actual rotor. I think it uses a distributor. I said rotor. Good lord, from the distributor. I think it uses that to actually sense if the engine is actually running. So if the engine ain't running, they were what we call it'll kill the gas to the going there, kill the fuel pump and stuff. And so, but it actually programs everything. It comes with a base program, but if you somebody pretty smart, you can go in and tune it yourself. You got all the it has a little handheld computer I plug into it, and I can do all the tuning myself from there. I don't know enough about tuning like that to do it by myself like that now. So what you do, you just actually have it to save a log file for you, and you get somebody to tell you to go out and drive and go through all these different do all these different scenarios driving for about several days, and then I download that file, send it to him, and from there he can actually set and look and tell exactly what's going on, and he'll actually set me up a tune. He'll send it back that tune file he gave me, and I'll upload it back into the actual fuel injector, and it'll be set the way he got it. And from there, it should be pretty good. Stoker reviews. Don't forget about the warranty company. Yeah, I have a guy who's going to come talk to us and tell us about it. So I don't want to put too much on the internet about it, but he'll be out there talking to us. Once again, it's now 9:15. If you coming, we have tickets. You can buy them online. Read this real quick. Okay. Facts. It's just like a car. You just look at the screen instead of listening to the engine to get it right. There you go. All right, 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 right. So yeah, I never tuned before, but I've been reading about it. I was gonna attempt, but this guy's gonna give me a baseline tune. Everybody I talk to, they in our little five tech group, they use this guy, and he gets them straight. So with that one, once I get that done, I'll probably take it out. One time I said I won't, but I'm probably gonna take it out on some trails. I'm thinking about doing like a Moab, or going out to the Rubicon or something like that, and actually doing some little trails. Because I'm very impressed with it, the way he built it and stuff. It's off road. It's a beast. It's a beast off road, and I wanna go out and do some of those trails with it. Um, so once again, I want to thank you all for watching. I'll be back on Thursday. You all, if you hadn't already, and you want to get into this appliance repair field, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna forewarn you. Like they say about doing drugs and stuff. That first hit, you hooked. Do not put on this uniform and get in that van if you don't want to be hooked to this thing. It's worse than any drug you could ever get hooked on. I've been trying to get off of this thing for the last almost 30 years, and I can't get off of it. Ever since I got into college, I've been hooked on this appliance repair service stuff. And if you don't want to get hooked on this, please don't do it. It's gonna make you a lot of money. It's gonna make you independent. It's gonna make you a self starter. You're gonna be able to feel like you can do anything and everything. You think you Superman. So if you don't want that in your life, if you just want a simple life where you go to work from 8 to 5, 8 to 4, 9 to 5, get off work, come home, able to sit down and look at love and hip hop and all that stuff. Look at the playoffs. Don't get involved in this because it'll mess your life up, and you'll be out here making money, fixing stuff, and reading and educating yourself. And it's just something I wouldn't. If you're not ready for that lifestyle, don't go down the road. Don't try. I tell you right now, don't do it. 'Cause it will mess your life up, and you have a lifetime addiction to appliance repair. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all on Thursday.